Hi, this is Kimberly from Bookkeeping Journey, and I want to welcome you back to my channel. Today, I'm actually just going to give you a brief tour in QuickBooks Online, and so that it could possibly be able to help you to be able to navigate. So when you come into QuickBooks, when you first come into QuickBooks and you have a new account, you go up here. I'm just going to touch on the basic things. You go on account and settings, and in here is where you will set up your company name, your tax form. So you see you put your company logo here, and then you just click on it. You put in your company name, your EIN number, or your social security number, and then you come down here by company type. You can choose the type of tax form that you're going to have to file. So if you're a sole proprietor, you click on that one. If you're a limited liability company, which is a LLC, you click on that one. So you'll see the different ones here, and you can choose, because I don't want to make the video too long. Okay, the industry that you're in. So this is a landscaping. So it should be showing up. So you choose which one. For me, if I was doing it, I'll be bookkeeping. I'll be bookkeeping, and I will come down here and choose this one. So as you can see, there's so many different industries in here, and you can just start typing, and you choose the one that's most relevant to you and your company. You put in the company email. Well, you can always click here, but I just click on the information, and it still opens. So you put in your company email, your company phone number if you have a website, and then you come down here and you put in the company email address. Well, the company address, sorry, not email address. The email address goes up here. The company address goes down here. Okay, so I will X out of that. Then there's a quick way that you can navigate into QuickBooks, where you click on this big new icon here. It's over here now. It used to be over here, and this opens up everything that's basically in these sections down here. Well, not everything that's in there, but all the forms that you will have to fill out basically. So I'm going to show you the ones I'm going to go through. I'm going to go through the invoice, the receive payment, the estimate, the credit note, the credit memo, the sales receipt, expense, check, bill, pay bills. I'm going to explain purchase order, and then bank deposit, transfer, journal entry, and inventory quantity adjustment. Those are the only ones that I'm going to touch on today. So for an invoice is when you so these are the ones for the people. Customers are the ones that are going to buy from you. Vendors are the persons that you buy from. So your customer buys from you, and you create an invoice for them because they're not paying you immediately. They're going to pay you 30 days later, 15 days later. So you create that invoice for them, and then they pay you at a later date. Receive payment is when when the person pays you for this invoice, and you go in, you click on receive payment. But as I go through because I will make videos to go through the individual ones and show you how to actually do them. So when you receive payment is when you receive a payment for an invoice. Estimate is when you want to buy something, and sorry, I'm mixing up with the purchase order, sorry. Estimate is when your customer wants to buy something from you, and so they want to buy 10 bottles, and so at the present time you send them an estimate to tell them, well, this is how much 10 bottles will cost, and then they send you back a purchase order um, for the stuff that they want to order, and then that's when you send the invoice with the stuff. That's just the um, order that it goes in. The credit memo is when someone use for those same bottles, the person didn't one of the bottles had a tear in it, and sorry, I'm using bottles, but it's the only thing at the top of my head right now. So so it had a tear in it, and so it was damaged, and they sent it back to you. And so therefore you refunded them. You're going to basically refund them. You're going to credit their invoice. So basically you're giving back them their money, but not yet, because obviously they didn't pay you any money. So you create a credit memo, and that will update their account. Right. So when I do credit memo, you will be able to see and understand a lot better than when I explained it here properly. Sales receipt. Sales receipt is when the customer buys from you, but they pay you directly. So it's like when you're going to the shop, or you're going to your local store, and you buy corn curls, or whatever it is that you buy in your supermarket, and you pay the cashier directly, you receive a receipt that is called a sales receipt. Expense. I'm sorry if you can hear noise in my background. My machine doesn't like me. Expense is when it's like a sales receipt. So expense is when you are purchasing stuff and you pay for them immediately. So you go to buy from your vendors, so they're your vendors, you buy stuff from them, and then you pay them immediately. A check is when you are writing a check from your bank account. So it's in your checking account, and you write that person a check. So then you come here and you record it. Um, so you write that person a check, and you come in here, you create a check, you put in the check number that you would have used, and so that it shows that you paid money out of your bank account. A bill now is like an invoice. A bill is when you buy something, but you have 30 days to pay for it. Or if that light bill comes in, like, the light bill comes in and they give you a certain amount of days to pay for it, you don't pay for it immediately. Paying bills is when you are paying your bills. So then after you actually pay that bill, you come in here and you click on how you pay that bill. Purchase order, like I said, is when they send you an estimate and then you decide that you want to have that item. My machine is surely not loving me right now because it's keeping so much noise. Sorry about that. So purchase order is when um, you call the person and you said, well, I want to buy 1,200 sheets, and they send you back an estimate and tell you, well, this is how much it will cost. So then you decide, well, look, this is what I want. You send them back a purchase order, and then they will send you back the invoice when they deliver the stuff, and then you will pay them later. It will have the information there. We're not going to do payroll because I do my payrolls in journal entries. Bank deposit. Bank deposit is when you basically deposit money into your bank account. So when you have those sales receipts that you would have received, and then the money that you got from all of them, you deposited it into the bank. That's when you do bank deposit. Transferred is when you are transferring. It's like when you do your online banking, you transfer from one account to the other account. So you don't transfer from your checking account to your credit card. Then you come in here and you create that transfer so that it could also show. Journal entry is so these are normal are entries that are not everyday transactions. So they are when you create a journal entry based. So we try to avoid using these as much as you use all the other stuff. You come in here, you do your payroll in here. Um, if there is, um, let me see if I can find an example where you will create a journal entry. If you are doing depreciation for a asset, so say, when I say asset, I mean when you're doing depreciation for like a car or like a truck that you bought for your company, you would do it all in here. So stuff like that goes in there. Um, and inventory quantity adjustments, it's just basically what it says when you um, so so you go into here when at the end of the month or at the middle of the month or whenever so you receive your stock, and then you went and come over at the end of the month to see, well, how much stock you actually have. So you were supposed to have, depending on the stuff that you sold, you were supposed to have 25, but then you realize, oh shoot, I don't have 25. It's actually saying that I have, when I count over physically count this stock, it is saying that I have 20. So then you will come in here and you'll make the necessary adjustments to that account. And that's basically it for in there. So when you, one thing that I want to show you, because you can also find like the sales receipts, the invoices in here. And when you click on, when you go in here, it will have all the listings that I had for customer in here. And when you go for vendors, it will have all the listings that you had for vendors in here. Okay. Um, right. So the other thing I want to show you here, because I don't want to make this video too long, because you can navigate in here and see all the things that I just showed you in there. So if you go into banking, so with QuickBooks Online, what I love about QuickBooks Online, this was the one that really got me. Just let me get some water here. Sorry about that. So in bank statements, as you can see, they have their bank set up right here. And so if you come in here and you want to add your bank account, you can either add your bank account, connect to your bank account. You click on this add account button and it will bring you up here. It should come up. Right. So when you add you will just click the bank that you want to use and you will go follow the steps that go through there. Then if you don't want to connect your bank account, if you don't want to connect your bank or QuickBooks, it always wants to give you a tour. So helpful. It's just, sorry, being sarcastic. Sorry. So yes, so in here you can also, in all of QuickBooks stuff, they always give you a tour or to show you around, which is pretty good. But obviously me that I know how to navigate, it's going to be a bit annoying. So when I come in here and I don't want to connect my bank account, or I can't, if for some reason I can't get my bank account connected, and I download that PDF file or that Excel file from my bank, and then I want to upload it. So therefore I have my bank statement. So you download your bank statement, you want to upload it, you go in here, you click file upload, and then you will, as you can see here, these are the format. So you'll be able to convert your, so that you can, now it decides to stop. That's my machine. Thank you, machine. Sorry. Right, so you come in here and these are the formats that QuickBooks that you are able to upload in. So you click on browse and you upload that file. I will show you how to convert your Excel file into a CSV file if you don't know how to do that, but that will be on another video. We can come out of that. And taxes. So when you're now setting up your account and you make sure you come down here to set up your taxes, you click on here, you click on the state that you are in, and that will set up. So you click on here and you just follow the instructions to set up your taxes. Let me see if it actually goes here. Okay, so it's not showing up for some reason right now. I don't want to make the video any longer than it should be. Accounting is when it has like the chart of accounts is basically different accounts that you post your bills to. But we'll go into those things a bit later. My accountant is when you want to add your bookkeeper or your accountant or your tax peer. You want to go in here and you want to put in their email address, and so it's coming up for accountant, but it's not coming up for the taxes. Anyhow, you want to come in here and put in the email address, invite them, and it will give you the option to what level of access you want to give them. Live bookkeeping is when you want to talk to someone from QuickBooks themselves, and they can help you with your book. If you have any questions about your bookkeeping, they will be happy to assist you. And that's basically it for this video. I don't want to make it any longer, so at this moment I just want to thank you so much for watching, for bearing with me. If I tripped over myself, if I didn't explain anything like properly, and you want a better explanation, you can write it in the comment section below. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up and like and subscribe. Thank you so much. Bye.